This is a classroom in northern Saskatchewan on a typical fall morning. But while it's just another day in class for these nursing students, their instructor is anything but typical. The students are interacting with a professor who is hundreds of miles away. How? The answer is the RP7I, a new technology that is creating exciting new opportunities for students in northern communities.
Education has the problem of not having access to the professionals we need in the north. So this allowed us to take our professionals north and engage them in the community.
When we first started last year, it was totally new technology. It was a bit scary and we had a lot of glitches. But once we got into the routine and did the weekly sessions, it was amazing how when we didn't have access to the robot, how the students and I felt almost isolated.
The use of remote presence telemonitoring in northern Saskatchewan has transformed the educational experience for nursing students in La Ronge and Isle-à-la-Crosse. The program was launched in 2012. The University of Saskatchewan's College of Nursing delivers the program in the north with the cooperation and assistance of Northlands College. It's the first of its kind in Canada.
The Northern Nursing Program arose at the College of Nursing basically out of a report that was commissioned by the Northern Labour Market Health Sector Subcommittee. And it indicated that there was a serious shortage of health professionals in the north, specifically at that time a significant shortage of registered nurses.
It's an amazing opportunity for Northerners to complete an entire nursing degree in northern Saskatchewan without ever having to set foot on campus down south. Northlands College is a place that's familiar to them, and it's small and class sizes are small, so it's a lot less intimidating.
Dr. Lorna Butler is the Dean of the College of Nursing. She had a vision for what the use of remote presence telemonitoring technology could do for students in rural and remote communities.
I think as students, there's an opportunity to affect healthcare simply by the understanding of the community that they're there. So people's thinking is switching in terms of the possibility of their families being involved in healthcare. So they start to think differently about health. I think this is a beginning, and the remote presence is the opportunity to open it up. When we started this, we said that no student should be disadvantaged by geography. Without this technology, they would be.
The use of the RP7I has given northern students educational opportunities that were previously unavailable to them. So, what exactly is the RP7I? Mark Tomtine is the Director of Information and Communications Technology with the College of Nursing. He explains.
There's a LCD display on the top that will show the person who's driving it, their face. So it becomes very personal that way. There's numerous cameras, microphones, and other devices. What makes the robot so unique is the fact that it can maneuver through the space. It's untethered, so it runs on onboard batteries for power and local Wi-Fi signal for the network. And so this allows us to actually be at the bedside with the students, be able to freely maneuver in and out of different situations with the students, be able to observe what they're doing, give them instruction, and pull in virtually any kind of electronic teaching components into that clinical skills lab setting.
Using the RP7I in northern Saskatchewan communities has enabled students to learn where they live. Dr. Carol Bullen is an assistant professor with the College of Nursing. She has seen firsthand how remote presence telemonitoring has transformed the learning experience for northern students.
It's all about accessibility and being able to provide a nursing education for people in rural and remote areas. So wherever you live, despite geographical barriers, and that you could have the same education that people that are here in Saskatoon. When we started it last year, of course, that was the big thing, is how are the students going to respond? And probably by last year when we started, by the second lab the students and the instructor were going to go for a coffee break, and they said, "Oh, Carol, can we get you anything? Can we pick you up a coffee?" And I'm going, "Are you guys being funny or what?" And then they caught themselves and they said, "We really thought you were there." And so that was, I think, like that was really a testimonial to the fact that you sort of fit right in.
Certain types of concepts require certain types of teaching methods that are best suited to that content, and a lot of it is face-to-face or group-based things. So when I now have this tool to use to give me that option, it means that the learning experience for the students is enhanced. It's the tools that I use to teach the content is better suited to the content itself, whereas before my options were very limited, and it translated into a less dynamic, less interesting type of learning experience for the student. By having more options, by opening up more doors, it's a more engaging learning experience for the students. Remote presence just in itself is new technology, and figuring out how to apply it to nursing was a real fun challenge to take on.
The use of remote presence telemonitoring technology not only gives Northern students a chance to learn in their home community, it allows them to become familiar with the technology so they may use it in clinical practice once they graduate.
It's interesting because we never had a robot, and being this far up north, we don't have that much technology. We're just starting out with technology and everything else, and with RoboGal being in the room with us, she's giving us more knowledge and more skills to be able to learn as nursing students, and it's like another person being there rather than just a robot, because she's interacting with us and telling us the information that we need to know.
The program offers benefits not only to the students, but to the communities as well.
Well, the expectations from my perspective are to create a Northern registered nurse workforce. The registered nurses who are there are wonderful people, but they are largely itinerant. They come in for 2 weeks, they go home. They're not part of the community, they're not engaged with the community, they may not know the language, they may not know the culture or the customs of the community. But our ability to create local nurses who are from those communities to work alongside those people will be tremendous in terms of advancing the health of the people in those communities.
It's something that we needed in the community, and of course when you do build capacity, your professionals are staying in your community and are furthering everything that happens in your community. Second of all, for the people that haven't been able to get an education in La Ronge, this is a unique opportunity, and it further establishes us as a leader in education and innovation in Northern Saskatchewan.
This robot system is going to have a huge impact, and certainly, the most exciting thing for me is that if we can demonstrate that we can be successful with a nursing program, then we can start to look at other options, in terms of other colleges that might be able to deliver through this similar type of system. So that kind of excites me.
The introduction of RP telemonitoring technology to Northern Saskatchewan has been a great success thus far. It's contributing to the creation of a sustainable nursing workforce in northern communities, and it's transformed the learning experience for College of Nursing students.
I'm grateful for the opportunity that I get to stay home and obtain a degree in the north. Like 10 years ago, who would have thought that would have been possible, right? So I'm grateful for that.
If it wasn't for the robot, the three of us in year 3 would never have gone for our nursing degree, our registered nursing degree. We wouldn't have moved south to take the course, so it's really good for us to have it in the north. The north is, gaining 3 nurses because of the robot, so I think that's a big thing.
Well, the program is a collaboration between Northlands College and ourselves, but it's also a collaboration with the communities, with Ala Lacrosse and La Ronge, with the health centers that are there. It started as a way to provide skills to nursing students, and it's become a mechanism to change the delivery of health services as well as nursing care in the north without people having to leave the north to obtain it.